months since India and China have been locked in an intense border face-off. But this isn't the only front that Beijing has opened. Under fire for failing to contain the coronavirus contagion, China's territorial aggressions have escalated. How can this military offensive be countered? Will China's bluster backfire? We'll dive deep into these issues on the News Track Think Tank Roundtable, which starts in just a moment. But I first want to get our Foreign Affairs Editor, Geeta Mohan, to explain the context of how China is flexing its muscles, not just against India, but in the entire Indo-Pacific region. Here's her report.
Even as most countries across the globe continue to battle the coronavirus pandemic, Beijing is on its way to economic recovery despite the second wave of the virus, giving way to China's territorial aggression. And it's not just confined to the India-China border clashes alone. The psyops, the online warfare, the infiltration into strategic communities in various countries aside, China has become a belligerent force trying to open up as many fronts as possible.
China's wolf diplomacy, as it is called, is actually an aggressive stance that has been adopted by some of its younger professional diplomats. This stance has been visible in the last 3 to 4 months when these diplomats felt that China was under serious attack by the United States and the West, and it was time to hit back.
Beijing has been active in the South China Sea, involving military maneuvers and large-scale deployment of military assets to the region, catching the international community, particularly the United States, completely off guard.
It is difficult to explain the Chinese behavior, but it's partly defensive in nature because it wants to exclude the US from the region. But again, China could have done a better job because many of the smaller countries have been against the US military presence, and so Beijing could have taken these countries along rather than go it alone, and that would have been a much smarter strategy. But the manner in which China has gone about has angered the region in considerable ways, and there is an emphatic call for the US presence in the region today.
From claiming the maritime space to projection on air power, from Vietnam to Taiwan, the Chinese territorial onslaught in the South China Sea has increased in the past months. In the last 3 months, the Chinese have damaged patrol vessels, conducted drills in the Taiwan Strait. Chinese fighter planes even entered Taiwanese airspace in June. Beijing also sank a Vietnamese fishing boat in April and has encroached fisheries in Indonesia. It has also deployed an exploration vessel near Malaysia. And if that's not all, the new national security bill ensures at least one state is absorbed completely within the Chinese jurisdiction: Hong Kong. Even as the world is seeking to sanction China, an unfazed Beijing has moved ahead with the legislations that will strip Hong Kong of its freedom and rights. The Quad countries are under particular attack: Japan, Australia, India and the United States for the counter-China alignment in the Indo-Pacific. While Japan is being provoked in air and on sea, Australia has come under one of the worst cyber attacks, and intelligence points to Chinese involvement in the online warfare.
If this is China's idea of sending a strong message to partners and countries across the world not to join forces with the United States of America, then they're going about it the wrong way. After mishandling the coronavirus crisis, now China is fumbling through partnerships, only showing absolute strategic tone deafness in the aggression that it's showing. In New Delhi, Geeta Mohan for India Today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.